This doctor tweets. She says she has a PhD. She tweets. She says, one of the hardest decisions I've had to make is to turn down a love that came at the wrong time. I met a guy back in Finland. We were both students by day and cleaners by night. But he was madly in love with me. You could tell him anything about me and he would still love me. Suddenly, I got a PhD admission and full funding in Canada. And it became clear that I was going to move to Canada and leave him behind. Guess what? He proposed. Che, what was I supposed to do when I know he could kill himself if I said no? Well, I said yes, but made it clear I'm going to Canada and going alone. If you want me, get yourself to Canada by school or any method. I'm not staying back to marry and have kids while we both be cleaners and be madly poor and madly in love. I left for Canada with time difference and PhD student stress. The relationship became a burden. I'm realistic, so I let this good man go. Told myself there will be other good men in the future. For now, let me face making myself a real, successful, and good woman. Sorry, sis. What makes a real, successful, and good woman? Now, look, getting a PhD degree does not make you a real woman. Being a real woman is being fulfilled as a woman in all ramifications. Then you'll be a real woman. But having a PhD never makes anybody a real woman. I'm sorry. It might make you a successful woman, but in business and career, but it will not make you successful in life. It will not make you successfully happy. If it does for you, fine. What am I to say? Now, it doesn't make you a good woman at all. You're not a good woman for any man because you have a PhD. You're a good woman for men and society at large because you contribute. Having a PhD does not mean that you are a good woman. Doesn't make you, okay, let me say, fundamentally a good woman. Like, you're not supposed to say this in this same thread. No, it doesn't make any sense. But let's go on. A few years into my PhD program, people started telling me that no one will marry me with a PhD. And when I tried to date, the guy was told by his friends and family that I would be too smart for him. I cried many nights and was legit afraid. I was full of regrets. I risked turning that man down. My mates started having kids over 10 years ago. They were already becoming managers in banks in Nigeria. And here I was living in the basement, collecting next to nothing as stipend and working as a sales girl and getting kicked by my PhD thesis. After realizing worrying can't help me, I decided to face my PhD, finish it, get a job and stay in my lane happily. Now late, I no kill person. I decided to remove pressurizers from family and community out of my network and make Jesus and my career my friends. 2 years later, the best man for me came. I was in a happy place, a PhD holder, have a job and a car, and saving to buy a house. I had built something for myself and was really ready to start building with someone. This man is the greatest supporter I've ever known. My accountant, my reset button, my calculator. God indeed have his ways. No, he wasn't flashy. He's fine, black and has plenty hair. My Nigerian and American prince, the chess player from Moshe. God used him to shut all the naysayers and community gossipers up. Look, your story might have ended well. Good. But are you a successful woman? You said you are saving up to buy a house. You are happy that you have a car and a job. You're happy that you have a car and you have a job. Okay. Oh God. God used him to shut all the naysayers up and community gossipers up. So you still need a man last to support you to become successful. This is what I mean. You cannot. So your PhD did not do anything for you right now, rather than a job and a car and saving up to buy a house. You still needed a man to come in and do this for you. But I'm happy for you. It doesn't end up like this for most women. And I don't know your age. So We'll leave it like that though. I don't want to talk too much. She continued, say, we have now continued to build a life that amazes me. God moved the goalpost and He's still moving it right now in my life. Delay doesn't mean denial, and some delays actually position you in a better place. Maybe I would have been able to do all these things if I had married a man. Maybe not. But one thing for sure, I have zero regrets. You are a selfish person. You're a selfish person. Dear young girl and PhD scholars panicking about love and career, you got this. You will also be fine. Get a life, get to a happy place, and everything else will work fine. Focus on you and everything you can control. Sending you all love as you go through this Valentine week. Lastly, any destiny stopper that wants to use marriage to stop your progress, may Holy Ghost fire consume them and their plots. You deserve to have kids when you can take care of them. Any gospel family member putting pressure on you, may God silence them. Mom, are you sick in your head? Because you got a scholarship, you are now telling people that will not have the opportunity you have, that any destiny stopper that wants to use marriage to stop their progress. Are you a crazy person? I know you are married and you are saying this. How many women in this society, how many women can take care of themselves without a man? It's not a bad thing that you need a man to be in your life, to stabilize your life, to help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Is it a bad thing? Has marriage really become so bad that you are even married now and you are still telling people that anybody that wants to use marriage to stop any destiny stopper that wants to use marriage? Guy, this world don't really spoil you, because I don't understand what I'm saying here. She goes on to say, to those asking what if he was rich, this is my experience and I alone know the full story. No need calculating. So women want our lives, careers and more first, so we can be contributors in the marriage and not dependents. No need trying to fight my experience. Rest. I can bet that this man you married, who are saying he's a support system and everything, is not someone that earns lower than you. He's a man that earns more than you, and that's the reason why you can even say he is supportive. I don't know your age too, but you're one of the lucky few. One of the lucky few. And I just hope you married a man who you are really, who you can beat yourself and say, this man can. I don't know your story, but I hope you did not marry a man who is like desperate to get married, and hope you did not settle for this man. I hope so. I don't know. I hope so. Would the guy have proposed when he did if I didn't get the admission? I think he wouldn't. This post is about risks, sacrifices, decisions, and getting my life together before prioritizing marriage. I will always preach prioritizing marriage. Especially for our women. The older you grow, the more problems you might, if you want to get married. I have no problem if you don't want to get married. But if you want to get married and you are not prioritizing marriage, the older you grow, the less children you can have, the less fertility, the more cases of stillbirths, the more cases of miscarriages that can potentially happen. I'm not saying people above that age do not give birth fine and everything, but I'm just saying the chances are low that you will meet a man that will suit you, that you will really want, not settle for. Chances are low when you're in your prime and men are constantly vetting for you, wanting you. Pick a man, tell him your terms and conditions. If he doesn't agree, you move on. If he agrees, stay with him. Prioritize marriage, please. Oh God. Your case might not be different. Okay. Well, a woman replies. Let's go to the replies of the tweets. He said, "This tweets reeks of selfishness. If the reverse was the case, I'm sure the guy would have done everything possible to bring you over. You never loved him." And that's true. This woman only talks about the love that her previous lover had for her. She never talked about the love she had for him. Do you think that was you think that it was not intentional? It was just because that's the way it was. She did not really love this guy. Imagine a guy traveled out and had a girl in Nigeria here. She would do what she can to bring her over. Though this woman did not really love this man because she never said anything about her love. She just stated that the man loved her to a fault. Let's go on. Someone says, I'm also wondering, did you make any effort to bring the person you call the love of your life over to Canada and take him away from the cleaning job in Finland? Wouldn't he have done the same for you? Do ladies go out of their way to make relationship work, or do they simply move on? This guy says, congratulations. Same way I know someone that traded the love of her life for career. She's successful today but still single, should be in her late 30s. This teen doesn't have manual. That's what I'm saying. There are always exceptions, but the probability of you getting married after chasing your career is very low if you want to get married. Let everyone do what makes them happy. Also, I still believe marriage and career can work. I still believe too that marriage and career can work. I want self-sufficient women around me. I want a self-sufficient woman in my life. I'm not looking for a dependent or a liability. But we can work this thing out together in the confines of marriage, so we can have healthy children and be there long enough for our children to grow mature. See our these and many other things are my reason why I always support marriage at an early age. When you are ripe for it, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, above 30, risks set in, and I won't want my child to have Down syndrome. Because how would you know it won't be you? How would you know all these problems will not occur? Let's go on. One guy says, I hate when people think you have to sacrifice one for one. I mean, a spouse who have your best interest will push you to build your career and still be with them. Thank you. Children might come later. You don't sacrifice marriage for career. You don't sacrifice career for marriage. They can both work. Men do it all the time. Women can do it as far as you come to a compromise with your man. If you don't want to have nannies, and I don't encourage nannies, you want to breed your children by yourself, it's possible. What do? You talk to your man. You guys communicate. You know who will be at home at this time, who will take care. Let your children even be in your workplace. If your workplace doesn't allow it, there are always compromises. Take them to family members. Surprise, give them surprise visits. Like come back from work early sometimes. Just for your children. There's always a way to work this thing out, and in the end of the day, the story will be sweet. This guy says, these things aren't that hard to understand, but welcome to Twitter. This girl says, this ends Twitter thing. Most men find it very difficult to support and push their woman. You're a liar. They see us as threats to them. This isn't mere say talk. This isn't mere say talking from experience. How many men have you experienced, my sister? How many men have you experienced? I wish I knew the things I know today, years back. I wouldn't have gotten married when I did. And now I'm out. Oh, you're regretting. So you're still hurt. Though, sorry. And this guy replies, you lost me at most men because you didn't date most men. Exactly what I just said. You didn't experience every man, so please don't do that thing. Don't say most men. Please. Better to say some men, or in my experience, because unfounded generalizations are just ignorant and counterproductive. Call out your exes if you want, but don't paint all men. But don't paint most men with their brush. I say that this one comes and says she didn't say all men, don't attack her unnecessarily. And my guy says, reread, don't be a simp. Don't just go supporting women because you want to be a seen as a knight in shiny armor. Don't be a mumu now. Reread. Most men is an unhealthy way to classify an experience. Over 2 billion men means most would be. Over 2 billion men. When you say most, that will be over 1 billion men. And one guy says, I like this. I beg. A good woman, to me, says, why a PhD holder doesn't realize that this thread shouldn't exist beats me. This isn't a motivational thread. This is an exposition of how selfish humans can be. You don't love someone, but keep dragging them along till you couldn't anymore. Make sense? A man says, as a man, make sure you're financially stable before moving to a woman. Women are very ruthless when they want to make life-changing decisions for themselves. No woman wants to be with a struggling man. They all want an already made man. Men should learn how to be ruthless too. I don't think men should not be ruthless. Calm down, bro. Two bad never makes it right. And this guy says her story has hypergamy written all over it, but she wants us to see it as don't let anyone stop you from achieving your dream story. All those decisions she took, if the guy was a ready-made dude living in Finland, she would have compromised and not ditched him. True story. All I'm saying is that career and marriage can coexist with good communication among spouses. Simple. My parents did it. My parents went to university. They had diplomas and other degrees. My parents went to the university when I was already a grown child. And they're doing well now, doing fine. These things can always work with good communication. But you guys pick wrong partners and then come out to say, he was holding me back, she was holding me back, this was this. Man, fuck all you all, man. All you all that are making relationships headache. When it's supposed to be a sweet and enjoyable thing. Go through life together, enjoy life together, just stay together. Fuck up. No wahala, beg. I'll catch you now for the next video. Thank you guys for your support. Please subscribe, comment, like. One love.